Alba, the 100-year-old fish. There was once a small and quiet town that overlooked a brilliant blue ocean. And beneath the surface of the warm, shallow water, there was a city of coral. Shimmering fish darted and dived, and curious creatures scuttled into hiding places. Amid the hubbub swam a young orange fish called Alba, who lived inside an old spotted shell. Alba collected beautiful objects. "I have an eye for such things," she would say. Every year on her birthday she found something special. She loved things that were spotty, stripy and round, bumpy, spiky and bright, or curvy, swirly and small. Over the years she grew and grew. And so did her wonderful collection. But as time went by, Alba found fewer and fewer beautiful objects, and more strange, unfriendly things appeared. Alba watched the coral city change, and every year more of her friends left. One year on Alba's birthday, she realised she had no one to celebrate with, and even though she searched and searched, she couldn't find a single beautiful thing for her collection. Feeling sad but still determined, she pushed on through the murky water until she was the furthest she had ever been from home. Suddenly, she noticed something bright, glowing in the darkness. Swimming closer, Alba realised it was a pearl. "How wonderful!" she exclaimed. It was just out of reach, resting in the most unusual shell Alba had ever seen. She squished and squeezed herself in. "Perfect," she beamed, holding on tightly to her new treasure. But just then the curious shell began moving with the ocean current, carrying Alba with it. No amount of wriggling would set her free, and all she could do was drift. Finally, Alba floated to the surface, where a peculiar new world appeared. Giant creatures moved to the surface of the water, while lights shone through the darkness. Alba saw hundreds of small objects too. They looked just like the ones that had littered the reef. She looked across the lights and longed to go home. That night she dreamt of her old spotted shell nestled within the city of coral. The next morning, a little girl was walking along the beach, looking for beautiful objects for her collection. But it wasn't a shiny creature she found. It was Alba. She looked at the barely moving fish trapped in the bottle. "I'll get you out," she said. Then she looked at the plastic bottles and bags scattered over the beach. This must have come from town. She realised she had to do something. "I think it's time to tidy up." Alba wriggled in her hands. "Don't worry, I'll put you back in the ocean as soon as it's safe." The girl rescued Alba from the bottle and put her in the clean water. When people asked about the orange fish, the girl told them how Alba was found. Soon everyone realised they had to change the way they lived. The whole town worked together to clear up the mess. They cleaned, and bit by bit, piece by piece, the sea started to get a little brighter again. Once the ocean was clean enough for Alba to return, the girl said goodbye and released her back into the water. Alba was excited to go home. What will it be like now? She wondered. and, still clutching her precious pearl, she went in search of her old spotted shell and her collection of treasures. When she reached her old home, she found that most of the strange objects had gone. It was clean. On Alba's 100th birthday, she celebrated with her friends among a world of coral that was becoming busy and bright again. Alba's new addition to her collection dazzled her guests. As they gathered around the pearl, she told them a story all about a brave little girl who loved to play by a brilliant blue ocean.